Hello everyone, welcome again to my channel. So in the previous video I have explained how to find the maximum sum subarray from a single dimensional array or one dimensional array. So here we will discuss how to find the maximum sum rectangular submatrix in a matrix. So previously we have used cadence algorithm to find that subarray. So here same thing we will apply on two-dimensional array. So in a two-dimensional array or a matrix, we have to find a submatrix where actually the sum of the numbers present there will be maximum among all the submatrices. So here if you take the whole matrix, that is also a submatrix of the main matrix, but that sum total can be less than any other submatrix because negative numbers are present here, so that can reduce the total sum. So how to find the particular submatrix where the sum will be maximum? So in this case, this part will have the maximum sum. So how to find that? For that purpose, we have to use cadence algorithm in a different way, and we have to apply dynamic programming also. And how to solve these things, we will see next. So now we will check how to solve this problem. So this is our main matrix. So where I have taken few values inside it, and we have to find like what is the submatrix where the sum of the values are maximum. Okay, so I have denoted their index positions also like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the columns are going like this and the rows are 0, 1, 2, 3. To solve this problem, we need few variables and one another array. Okay. So we can mention it as a temporary array. And what will be the length of that array? The length will be same as the number of rows. So in this case we have total 4 rows. So we will maintain it as a 4 length array. And initially all the values we will maintain as 0. Now what are the variables we need? We have to check now. One is left, another is right. One is current sum, another one is maximum sum. Here actually nothing is there. And then maximum left, maximum right, maximum top and maximum down. So what to do first? So first if we see here, our L value will be 0 and R value will be also 0. So L and R both will be 0. Because left and right is pointing to the same. And whatever we can see here, those things we will copy here. Okay, so whatever we can see here, we will just copy. So it will become 1, 0, 2 and minus 3. Then in this array, we will apply cadence algorithm. So after cadence algorithm, what will be our maximum sum from here? That will be this part 1, 0, 2. And what sum it will contribute? That is 3. So our current sum will be 3. And if we look at here, so the top portion will be 0. And the down portion is 2. So we will update this one, and our maximum sum will also be initially 3, which is equal to current sum. Then what we have to do is, and left and right value is not changing. Then next what we have to do is, in the second iteration we have to move right here. Okay, and when right will be moved, then right value will become 1. Then what we have to do is, we have to add this column with this one. So then 1 and 1 we have to add, then it will become 2. 7 and 0 we have to add, then it will become 7. And minus 2 and 2 we have to add, then it will become 0. 4 we have to add with minus 3, then it will become 1. So this will be our new array. And here also we have to apply cadence algo to find the maximum sum. So in this case what we can see is it is 2701. So total series only if we take, then we will get the maximum sum because there is no negative number here. And what is the maximum sum? That is 7 plus 2 9 plus 1 10. So current sum is 10. And then we have to check one thing, if this current sum is greater than maximum sum previously, then only we have to update these values. If maximum sum is greater than the current sum, then we have to skip. But in this case what we can see is current sum is greater than the maximum sum. Then first thing what we have to do is we have to update the maximum sum value to 10 and we have to change these indexes. So now maximum left is 0, maximum right is 1 because here right is 1. And then maximum top is what? Top will be 0 and the down will be 3 because that full length is carrying the maximum sum. Now we have to move to the next part. R will be moved to here. And then what we have to do is we have to add these things to this one. Then minus 3 and 2 will become minus 1. 3 and 7 will become 10. Minus 3 and 0 will become minus 3. And 1 will become 2. Then we have, so now we have to apply cadence algorithm in this array. So here we can see the sum, maximum sum will be 10. Okay, other than that every values are less. So the current sum value will be also 10. So that time as it is not greater than the maximum sum, that's why nothing need to do. So we'll skip it to the next part and we'll move R here and we can now proceed from here. So what we have to do is we have to add this all with this one. So minus 4 and minus 1 if we add, then it will become minus 5. 4 and 10 if we add, then it will become 14. 4 and minus 3 if we add, then it will become 1. And 0 with 2 if we add, then it will become 2 only. So if we apply cadence algorithm here, then what we can find is this one will give us the maximum sum. So, and the total sum will be 14 plus 1, 15 plus 2, 17. So the current sum will become 17. And as it is greater than maximum sum, then we have to replace it this time. Okay. And we have to change these values also. So now my R, the 0, 1, 2, 3, it is actually 3. Then if we check here, then this maximum right we have to change it to 3. And then here in this case the top will be 1 and the down will be 3 only. Okay. So now we have to move the R here, means the right. And then same thing we have to repeat, we have to add all those things with this one. Then 5 minus 5 will become 0. 1 and 14 if we add, then it will become 15. Minus 5 and 1 if we add, then it will become minus 4. And 3 and 2 if we add, then it will become 5. Now if we apply cadence algorithm here, then what we can see, we have to check. So from 0 to 3, all these things if you sum up, then the total sum will become 15 plus 5, 20, minus 4, 16. Okay, so 16 will be our maximum sum. So if we place current sum as 16, then what we can see is it is not greater than the maximum sum previously. So for that purpose we don't have to update these values, we have to skip. Okay, now as R reached to the last column, what we have to do is we have to move left here. So our one cycle is completed now. Okay, and after one cycle we got this as a result. Okay, so what we have to do next is we have to move left towards the right side of it, means one place, and right also we have to start from here. Okay, now we have to repeat the same thing again, but before that we have to reset this temp. So we have to make it 0 again. Okay, so it will become 0 again. But before that, one thing I want to show you, that is what we got from the first cycle. So from the first cycle what we got is maximum left is 0 and maximum right is 3, and then the maximum top is 1 and maximum down is 3. That means it is indicating this array. Okay, maybe we can do one thing, we can color it with some shade. Okay, just for reference purpose. Okay, at the later point of time we can see its use. Okay, for understanding purpose. So now actually left moved towards right. Okay, and then we have to start our calculation from here. So we will copy 1 7 minus 2 and 4 here, 1 7 minus 2 and 4. Then what you have to do is we have to apply cadence algorithm here. So if we apply cadence algorithm here, what we can see is we can get the maximum sum as 10. Like we have to add all those things. Then 7 plus 1 8 minus 2 6 plus 4, that will be 10. So maximum sum will be 10 in this case. So we'll replace the maximum sum here as 10. Okay, so now the current sum 10 is actually less than the maximum sum. So that's why we don't need to change anything here. We will jump to the next part. So we'll move the R here and we'll delete R from here. So now what we have to do, we have to add all those things with the temporary array. That is minus 3 and 1 will become minus 2. Then 3 and 7 will become 10. Then minus 3 and minus 2 will become minus 5. And 1 and 4 will become 5. Okay, so now this part is done, and again we have to check what is the maximum value here by applying cadence algorithm, that is 10. So 10 is the current sum and that is also less than maximum sum. Then we can move from here. So same thing again, we have to add all those things with this one. So this one will become minus 6. Then 4 and 10 will become 14. 4 and minus 5 will become minus 1, and 0 and 5 will remain 5 only. So if we apply cadence algorithm here now, then what we can see is this part will give us the maximum value as 18. So we have to add this 18 here and what we can see is the current sum 18 is greater than maximum sum 17. So in this case we have to replace. So we'll replace the maximum sum as 18 and we'll change these values. So actually I have to change it here. So now our left is going as 1 and right is 3. So maximum left will become 1, maximum right is 3, maximum top will be, as this part is the maximum, then it will be 1 and 3. Top and down will be 1 and 3. Okay, so this part is done. Then we'll move R here and we will delete it from here. Then if we add all these values, it will be minus 1, then 1 and 14 will be 15, minus 5 and minus 1 it will be minus 6, 3 and 5 will be 8. Then we have to check by applying cadence algorithm, like what is the maximum here. So in this case this part will be maximum and the maximum value will be 8 minus 6, that will be 2, 2 plus 15, that will be 17. So current sum will be 17 and as it is less than maximum sum 18, then we don't need to change anything. We will move it to next. So this iteration is also completed, and if we check the values here 1 3 1 3, then it is actually occupying this particular rectangle, and maybe we can mark this area. Then what we have to do is we have to reset it all to 0 and we have to move the left counter here, and obviously right counter also will be here. Then we have to fill all these values here also. Color actually also changed, so we have to. Okay, so now minus 3 3 minus 3 1. So here in this case, what will be the maximum one? By applying cadence algorithm, that will be 3 only. Okay, so we have to place 3 here, and obviously 3 is less than 18, so we have to move on, and we have to place R here. Okay, and we have to add this to this one. So minus 4 and 3 will become minus 7, then 4 and 3 will become 7, 4 and minus 3 will become 1, and 0 and 1 will become 1 only. And in this case, what will be our maximum value by using cadence algorithm? That is 9. So, and 9 I have to place it here, and as it is less than 18, so no need to swap anything. Then we can move the R here, and if we add those things with this one, then 5 minus 7 will become minus 2, 1 and 7 will become 8, minus 5 and 1 will become minus 4, 3 and 1 will become 4. Then if we apply cadence, then it will be 8 only will be the maximum. Okay, so in this case also no change of value required. Now what we have to do is, this part is also completed and there is no change. I think in this iteration we got the maximum area is this one as 1313. Now we have to move left here, and we have to start R also here. Now what we have to do is, we have to delete all these values, we have to just apply it here, and same procedure. What we can see is the maximum value is 4 plus 4 plus 0, 8. Okay, so 8 will be our maximum window in this case, and we can place 8 here, and there is no change required because it is less than 18. So what we can do is, we can move the R here. Okay, and I can add these things. 5 plus minus 4 will be 1, then 1 plus 4 will be 5, minus 5 and 4 will become minus 1, then 3 and 0 will become 3. And in this case, what will be the maximum value present here? So if you can check from 0 to 3, if we add up all, 5 plus 6 minus 1, that will be 5 plus 3, 8. Total it will contribute 8. So if I place 8 here also, this is less than 18, so no need to proceed with it. Then this iteration is also done because R reaches to the last, and it is also contributing the same window. Then at last what will happen? L we have to move here. So in this case, what will happen is L minus R, and we have to delete it from here. So here whatever is there, we can have to copy. This is the last iteration. Okay, and what will be the maximum in this case? So if we check from here, 0 to 1, 6 will be our maximum here. If we can place 6 here, sorry, but it is less than 18, that means there is no change required in this case. Okay, and we reach to the last level. Left and right is now the last column. So now our iteration is completed, and what result we got is maximum value as 18. Okay, so this is our result, and these are the, you can say, as coordinates. Okay, so maximum left is this 1, and then right is 3, top is 1, down is 3. So this is the area it is selecting. And if we add all those things, 7 plus 3 10, 14, 14 plus 4 is 18, 18, and this part will give us 5 and minus 5, that means 0. So total sum of this is actually 18, and this is the result. So this 18 is the submatrix which has maximum sum here. So what we can saw is, in each and every iteration we tried to see what rectangle we can find, and then we are shifting the window and checking. So if you remember, I have made this area green in the first iteration. So after that, in the second iteration, the window I got is this one. So if you look closely, 0, 2 and -3, total contribution by them is -1. So if we add -1 with this sum, actually it is reducing, so result will become 17. That's why in the second iteration we corrected that thing, then we reduce the window and we just decrease this part. Okay, so this is now become our result. Okay, so this is the way we have to find the maximum rectangle submatrix from a matrix using cadence algorithm with dynamic programming. Now we will jump into the programming part, and pretty much the same thing we will do there also. Okay, now we will do the programming of this cadence algo 2D matrix. So what I did is I have defined a main method here and I have defined a two-dimensional array. This is the same array what you see in the example section. And I have defined these variables. So what I discussed earlier. So left, right, current sum, maximum left, right, up and down. And I have initialized all of them as 0. And in this method particularly I will write the main core logic of finding the maximum sum window or rectangle, and there I am passing this array. Okay, so what we have to do now, the first thing we have to do is we have to define the temporary array which is holding the current column. Okay, so if you remember that, so and the temporary array will be of the same length of the row size, that is array dot length. In this case it is 4. Okay, and then what you have to do is we have to write a first loop. So that loop, so this loop will run like when our L, this left value, will reach to the last column length. So what is the last column length? So if you find it from this array, if we take any of their row, okay, so maybe 0th row I am taking, and if we find the length, that will be our column length. So in this case 1 2 3 4 5, so in any case it is 5 only, so I just took the first one. So our left, when it will be less than array dot 0 dot length, like from 0 to 4 when it will move, till then only we have to work. Okay, and what we have to do is, so before proceeding we have to make this temporary array always empty, means we have to fill it with 0. So for that purpose we can maybe write one method here below somewhere. So what it will do is it will empty the temporary array, so it is filling it with 0. Okay, so before proceeding what we have to do is we have to call this method where we have to pass this temporary array and it will become empty. Okay, and in the starting position our r, means the right, will be equal to L. Okay, so while starting, then r will keep on moving, L will be constant in that particular rotation. And now I will define another while loop where this r, this right's movement, will be tracked, and what we can do is r will be running till array dot 0 dot length only. Okay, maybe its starting will be different, but it will also run towards the end of the column. And now inside this, what we have to do is we have to do this add operations and everything. So for that purpose what we have to do is we have to write a for loop here where we have to do the summation part, like from one column when I am adding it to the previous one, that thing we have to maintain. So it will start from 0, then it will be go up to the length of dot length, because row length we need in this case, because the temporary array length is the row length, and we have to do a I plus plus here. And what we have to do now is this temp array. So in temp array's ith position, what we have to do is we have to maintain temp array I, then plus array of I and R. Okay, so in this temporary array we have to array the which position now the R is present, so that column's value we need one by one to add. Okay, so initially all these values are 0, so 0 will be added with this one. Then next time onwards what will happen, so the current column where actually the R is present, so that value will be added with the temporary array, previous run's values. Okay, now we got our temporary array. Now where we have to send it, we have to send it to the cadence algorithm to find the maximum sum subarray. Okay, so cadence algorithm, if you see my previous video, there I already have did that thing. So we will just go to that programming and we will simply copy it. Okay, and we will place the cadence algorithm here. So you have to just remove this print statements from there. Okay, so now it is my cadence algorithm, and here what I am doing is I have to pass one array and it will give me the start and end index of that particular sub array where actually the sum is maximum, and it will give us the maximum sum also as a result. Okay, that is the maximum sum till now. Okay, but here we have to do few changes. What changes is required? The thing is, so now we have one current sum variable. So if I can see that, so actually this current sum is, why it is throwing some error, I have to check. Okay, so this is a static method. Okay, so this current sum will be equal to this maximum sum till now. So every time I am getting the result as maximum till now, and that I will assign it to current sum. And if I see it is greater than, if this current sum is greater than the previous max sum, then what we have to do is we have to do few changes. That is, this dot max sum will change it to this dot current sum, and this dot max up will change it to start. Okay, and similar way we have to do other changes also. That is, max down will change it to end. Okay, and max left will be the L left, and max right will be the right. Okay, so now another thing we have to do, so the finding the cadence algorithm and all this part is now completed. So what we have to do is now we have to come back here where actually we did the summation, and this temporary array actually we have to pass inside the cadence algorithm. Okay, so this maximum sub array we can take it here, and there what we have to pass is this temp array. Okay, so this temp array you have to pass, and this R actually you have to increase after every iteration. That will be R plus plus, and where actually this loop is ending, there we have to do a L plus plus. Okay, so now the program is already done. Okay, we have completed. So only thing is we have to call it from here. So what we can do is we can define this object cadence algo, maybe kd2d equal to new cadence algo, and then what we can do is kd2d dot max sum to matrix, and there we can pass this array. So here somewhere we have to print whatever result we got. So we can do a CISO here, and maximum sum we can denote it as this dot max sum, and we have to print the indexes also. So index wise, if we have to print, then what we can do is left, we can print it as max left. Okay, and similar way all these 4 coordinates we can print: right, top and down. So it will be right, it will be top, it will be down. So if the name is different, max up actually it is. Okay. Yeah. So now we have to run this program and check if it is working or not. Yeah, so it is working. So the maximum sum we got as 18, same result actually we got while we are observing the algorithm, and left 1, right 1, top 1, down 3. Okay, so this result also we got correctly. So we can, you maybe use different set of values here, and then you can check like every time you are getting the correct output or not. Okay, now one thing to tell here is this algorithm will not work for each and every value as negative. Okay, at least one positive non-zero number is required to run this algorithm. Okay, so here if you see each and every value I take as negative. So in this case, if we run this program, it will not work. It will not give a proper result. So if we introduce one 0 here, okay, that time also it will not work. Okay, so to make it work, at least one non-zero positive number is required. That may be anything. So if I take 3 here, and if we run now, we can see the maximum sum is 3. That is the non-zero negative positive number it is showing as a result, and left, right, top and down coordinate also it is giving us fine, because it is the last and down most value. So that's it about cadence algorithm to use it in a 2D matrix where we have to find the maximum submatrix sum, and this programming link I will give it in the description box. Thanks for watching.